everybody, Bobby here, and today we take a look at Neca Toys' Godzilla King of the Monsters Godzilla figure. So on the box, we got Godzilla, we got a bio that I'm not going to read, we got some information about the figure, we got the figure on the back, we got Rodan, Mothra, and Godzilla for other figures you can get in the set, and on the bottom we have the barcode, not any legal stuff. I think the legal stuff are all on the back. Not too much stuff. Barcode. People's been not asking, but I've heard people wanting to look at barcodes on figure reviews. So there you go. Opening this guy up, we have Godzilla, and we got a background. It's got the ocean and some ships in the background. The plastic insert, blah 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 blah. Some instructions on getting the tail on, and yeah. We don't care. Getting into this guy. Fix the camera. Not a bad Godzilla figure in my opinion. Here's the thing. There is a controversy going on between Godzilla fans, and that is, do you go with the SH Figure Arts or SH Monster Arts, or you go with NECA for the King of the Monster stuff for your collector's pieces? Well, I'm gonna just say right now I'm gonna stick with NECA because I'm not paying. I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm gonna get any of the Monster Arts yet or not. But I don't want to pay like almost $200 for a King Ghidorah. In my opinion, I would probably go with the SH Monster Arts if you want better figures. But if you want, a good Godzilla figure from the movie, this isn't a bad way to go. But you want Rodan, I don't know if you should go with SH or King or NECA. I haven't gotten the NECA Rodan yet. Obviously, no one has. But we'll get into the Mothra in a second, because I'm gonna let you know right now I am not getting Mothra, and I'll explain why. But going into this guy, the controversy with this guy, or at least the negative talk about this guy, is the eyes. My eyes right here is going this way. The other eye over here is going down. That is a negative. That is a negative to this guy. That is a legitimate complaint. And NECA does do that a lot. But I will say, it could be worse. Because here is my burning Godzilla. What's wrong with this, would you say? This pupil isn't even painted. There is no pupil there. This one, he's got half a pupil. You're wondering, why didn't I take this back? Well, I don't like to go through the trouble of mailing figures back. Okay, I don't go through that trouble, so I just kept it. That's probably my fault, but it's a unique Godzilla. I don't care. But yeah, we'll get back to this guy later. Back to this guy. I like the design. It is definitely an improvement on the 2014. 2014, I have the figure. We'll compare him later on. But, the change with the dorsal fins and the feet I think definitely look great. Having more pronounced, bigger, Godzilla-shaped dorsal fins definitely make this guy more Godzilla-like. His feet, I love it. I don't know what it is, but I just like the feet. They're more separated and bigger. I like that. It just looks more like Godzilla to me. More reptilian, more dinosaur-like. But the way, this guy's going right here, it looks very crocodile-looking. Very, very alligator crocodile looking. The way the tail is, the way you see he's got these scales. I definitely say this guy has some relation to an alligator. Alright, so I do want to get into, back to the controversy of SH Monster Arts versus NECA. Look, NECA said they're not doing King Ghidorah. I think the reason is stupid, because they're sitting there saying, we don't think that it's a good idea to make a $120 figure? Okay. So it's not a good idea that you make a $120 figure. How much is your Queen Aliens again? About 120? That's what I thought. So you got a $120 Queen Alien, but you can't do a $120 ranged King Ghidorah that would rival the almost $200 SH Monster Arts. Alright, NECA. We'll go with that. Okay, well, let's get into something else they talked about. Mothra. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Mothra. Okay, the movie, okay. The Mothra figure, in my opinion, looks nothing like what she looks like in the movie. I'm just going to let you know right now. Don't get me started with the color, because I don't know what her color is in the movie. It looks like she's going to have like a power that makes her glow blue or something like that. Or she is blue. But in other shots, she looks like the toys where she's got the more brighter red and orange colors. I don't know. I can't tell you. What I don't like is the size. Mothra is not that small. And I get NECA made these figures before, they changed her design. This is probably what she was going to look like before they fixed it. But I'm sorry. No, I'm not going to get that thing. It looks stupid. And with the reports of missing pieces, being broken, loose joints, no thank you. And the exclusion of the Marva larva that wasn't meant to be shown, it wasn't supposed to be in there, then why didn't you take it away from the promotional pictures on pre-order sales? You had between Toy Fair to now to do that, and you didn't do that? Yeah, A lot of people are going to get this one because it came with a larva, and the SH Monster Arts, I believe, doesn't. So, good on you, NECA, for false advertising. As much as I love NECA toys, as much as I love their figures and their ultimates and whatever, when it comes to the King of the Monster figures, I am disappointed in them. This Godzilla right here isn't bad. Yes, his eyes are weird, but not bad. But when you're not gonna make a King Ghidorah for stupid reasons, and your Mothra looks terrible, there's no reason to get those figures. You might as well just go for the SH figures on those. When it comes to Godzilla, I don't know. If you're gonna go ahead and get the other SH monsters, you might as well get the Godzilla and Rodan. I don't know. I'm gonna get the Rodan. I'm also getting the version 2 Godzilla. And I believe they're coming out with 2 other figures. One monster, we don't know who it is. They've already said it's not King Ghidorah. And the other one, my predictions, is probably going to be Burning Godzilla, which I think is going to be cool to see. But other than that, yeah. The only reasons why you would probably want to get these figures is probably get this Godzilla, that Rodan, and the other versions of this Godzilla. Maybe that other monster, because I don't know if Monster Arts is going to do that or not. I guarantee you Monster Arts is probably going to do the other versions of Godzilla, so does it really matter in the end? Probably not. And do I know if the SH Monster Arts Mothra is going to be bigger than that Mothra? I have no clue, because I haven't seen pictures of it. I can't tell you. So, my argument with the Mothra really isn't valid. But if you want a King Ghidorah to go with either the NECAs or the SH, you're just gonna have to pay about $175, which is a little ridiculous for a figure, in my opinion. Even though I'm the guy who paid $100 for a Spider-Man figure, so I really don't have any room to talk. But that's my rant. I'm done with my rant with this line. Anyways, let's get into the articulation. Head goes all the way around. It's got a little bit of a ball joint, so it can go up a little bit, go down just a itty bitty bit, kind of tilts. And his jaw opens up to see his nice purty teeth. Is that? Oh, okay. Thought there was paint chipping. This neck joint, I don't know if it seems like it's on a ball joint because it rocks up and down a little bit, and a little bit of a tilt, but not much. And it does swivel, but I wouldn't do that. It doesn't really look right. Arms go all the way around and up and down, and a little bit of a, I don't know, it's all on a ball joint, so it does whatever you need it to do. Hinge at the elbow, swivel at the elbow, hinge at the wrist, swivel at the wrist, all the good stuff. Ball joint torso, so you can go down a little bit, up a little bit, tilt just a little bit, and all the way around. Legs are on ball joints as well, so you can get them out just a little bit, in a little bit. You can get them to sit down, I guess. You can get them to have like a little bit of a walking pose. Knees bend just a little bit in. They bend actually pretty far out, which is weird. And there is a swivel at the knee. And ball joint in the foot, so it goes down about that much. Doesn't go up at all, and there is a little bit of ankle pivot. Getting into the tail. This guy has 10 points of articulation for the ball joints. That is awesome. That's great. The tail is awesome, just like the 62 Godzilla I reviewed. Pretty good. So back on topic, to the monster, or to the NECA stuff. I'm excited for the Rodan and the other Godzillas. Like I said, I'm not going to be looking at the Mothra. I've already canceled my pre-order on that. I might consider getting the SH Monster Arts Mothra if it looks any better. If not, no thank you. My personal opinion, I don't think NECA's Mothra looks anything like the movie, nor is it the right size. That's all I got to say. But that's my rant about Mothra. I wanted to get that out of my system. So yeah, I think this is a good Godzilla to get if you collect the other NECA Godzillas. Definitely pick this guy up. If you don't want to pick this up because of the eyes, I understand, but I think, I think the eyes are passable. I think that little detail in the eyes, that little bitty detail in the eyes, isn't enough to not want to get this guy. Because the way the articulation is, the way he looks, and the improvements on the design and the tail, I think this guy's definitely worth picking up. And it's cheap. It's only $20. I only paid I think $22 for this guy. Cheap as heck. Come on now. It's almost as cheap. It's almost the same price as Marvel Legends. Versus figure arts or a monster arts. Yes, you're getting more articulation. Maybe a slightly bigger figure. More articulation. Yeah, better paint possibly. But you're going to pay like $60, or you could pay $20 and get less articulation, a little smaller, I think. I think this guy's going to be a little smaller, in my opinion. I don't know. And maybe not so grand the paint. It's still not a bad figure to get. Like I said, not a bad guy. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Definitely worth a pickup. We're going to the figure comparisons here in a second. I do want to say that I will be reviewing the movie when it comes out sometime within next week. Hopefully I'll be able to get that review out within the next week and a half, probably. So look forward to that. And let's get on to that figure comparison. Here is my 2019 Godzilla compared to my Space Godzilla and my Burning Godzilla. Here he is compared to my Godzilla Returns Godzilla and my GMK Godzilla. Here he is compared to my 1954 Godzilla and my 1962 Godzilla. If you're wondering if the 62 breath effect fits in his mouth, no, there is no hole for it to plug into, but You can kind of wedge it underneath his tongue and it'll stay in there, but it doesn't really look right. And here he is compared to my Shin Godzilla. Gotta have him standing in the background because his tail's gonna fall down. And, yeah, he does that too. Yeah, not too big of a fan of this guy. Get him out of the way, and we'll show him next to Mezco's King Kong of Skull Island figure. A lot of people say this guy looks good with this Kong, or I've heard a couple people. I mean, you can fudge it, I guess. I personally think Kong's head looks too big to go with this Godzilla. He looks good with the 62 or maybe the 54 GMK, but with the bigger headed Godzillas, but this small headed Godzilla, I don't think so. Hopefully NECA does a Kong figure based off of the Monsterverse, so we can have a good King Kong to square up with this Godzilla. This still is not a bad figure though, to compare with them, I guess, but I think that's still too big. But we get to the final figure I want to compare this to. My very first Neca Godzilla. 2014 Godzilla. This is where we're going to be able to compare designs based off the movie, not just figures, but movie. You can see that this Godzilla is a lot bigger. Not a lot, but a little bigger than this guy. You can see that the tail isn't too different, at least in design. Not too different. Definitely this one's a lot shorter. This one's a little bit longer, but this one looks completely better, in my opinion. But not too different. The spines are a lot smaller on this one than this one. This one has more of a sculpt to it too. This one's got more of a weird design to it than this one does. So, yeah, definitely different. And obviously, get into the feet. Feet are a lot bigger. Toes are more separated. I like this Godzilla's feet a lot more than this one. Other than that, the design's not too much different from the movie. So, yeah. This still is a better figure than this one, I think. Alright. So that about does it for this Godzilla. I still say I recommend getting him if you like Godzilla. If you want to collect a full Monsterverse, King of Monsters figures as collector sets, my opinion, if you want to go cheap about it, get the Godzillas from the NECA ones, maybe get Rodan, and definitely get the Mothra and the King Ghidorah from SH. Or at least, if you want to get the NECA Mothra, you go right ahead. I'm probably not going to get it. If I do, it's going to be a little bit later on. Like I said, I canceled my pre-orders, so I'm a little butthurt about it. I might get it down the road, just to complete the collection, but I don't know, I haven't made my mind up about that yet. But definitely going to have to pick up that SH Monsters King Ghidorah if you want to have a Monsterverse King Ghidorah to go along with these guys. Or hopefully NECA decides to stop being stupid and actually make a King Ghidorah figure. Regardless, it doesn't really matter. They're just toys, so like I said, definitely worth a pickup. Alright guys, I will see you in the next video, and I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Out.